Hello, I'm Christina Martel, and I'm the founder of Martel Insurance Services. I have been in business since 2004 after several years in the corporate world, and I decided that I would like to educate people about what was available to them for medical insurance. And as such, I started my practice providing the best medical care solutions, medical insurance solutions for individuals, families, and small groups. And that is still an enormous part of my business. But as I got older, I realized, oh my gosh, I'm part of the baby boomer generation. Who knew that that would happen? And I started to research the senior market and found out that there was a huge area in the senior market that a lot of people weren't educated on. There are so many different types of plans out there and so many different ways that seniors can protect themselves and their assets that I wanted to take a good portion of my time and refocus it on the senior market. Let me just tell you a little bit about it. There are 10,000 people a day in the United States that are turning 65. And most of them, many of them, are woefully unprepared. They're unprepared for their retirement. They're unprepared medically. They don't have the type of insurance that will help them should they be sick when they get older. So it's an area that needs addressing, and needs addressing before a person needs health insurance or long-term care or a life insurance. And that's what we're going to talk about today. There are some statistics out there that I would just like you to think about. 75% of people over the age of 65 are going to spend some time in a nursing home. That's 3 out of 4 people as they reach their senior years. The cost of a nursing home is over $70,000 a year. The average stay in a nursing home is about 3 years. Now if you multiply those numbers, that's approaching $250,000. And that's only an average, and those costs are not going to stay static. They're going to go up. In fact, a friend of mine's mom paid $10,000 a month for her nursing home care. That's $120,000 a year. So are you prepared? Probably not. Even assisted living costs are approaching $40,000 a year. Daily living costs for day workers at daycare is anywhere from $150 a day to $300 a day. So the cost of becoming sick and the costs of not being able to pay for it are huge, not only personally, but in depleting your assets. And more women than men spend time in a nursing home, and that's simply because women live longer than men. And women are also woefully unprepared to take care of themselves. So what do we do as seniors? Well, we are the baby boomer generation, and we were always a very independent group. I know about it because I'm one of us. And we don't want to depend on our children, although many of us do. We don't want to go through all our savings, although that seems to be the case for many of us. And we certainly don't want to live on Social Security. Given that scenario, my business partner and I started investigating solutions for seniors so that they could protect not only themselves, but their financial assets. And given that, we are offering a series of asset protection workshops, not only for seniors, but the children of seniors. For those who are seniors and approaching their senior years, I invite you to come so that you can learn what's available for you before something happens. And if you think that nothing can happen to you, let me tell you that something can. I had a good friend several years ago, actually about 5 years ago, an attorney that I knew, who was in fine health. He was a man in his mid-50s, who I strongly encouraged to purchase a health insurance plan. And he kept telling me absolutely he would do that, absolutely he would, but he never got around to it. And then when he finally said, okay, Christina, let's go, it was too late. He had developed cancer, a pre-existing condition that prevented him from getting an individual health insurance plan. He also had no way to protect himself for long-term care or living in a nursing home. So within 2 years, he had gone through every penny of his savings, and wound up as a ward of the state. So if you think it can't happen to you, it can. It comes up upon us with a big surprise, and we think nothing is ever going to happen to us. I just want to offer solutions for people so that they can make a choice about whether they get their assets protected or not. That is your choice. But being educated is so important. Knowledge is power. So give yourself the power to make an educated decision. If you're a senior, come and see us, protect your assets, protect yourself, so that you can live the rest of your life with independence and dignity. If you're a child of a senior, I invite you to attend so that you don't have to assume the awesome burden of taking care of your parents when they get older. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope you'll take my advice. I hope you will listen and come and see what's available. That's all I ask. My contact information is on this video. Please take advantage of it. Feel free to call me or send me an email. But I hope to see you in person very soon. Thank you so much for your time.